We welcome to the show Trevor Laird, also known as Ferdy in Quadrophenia. How's it going?
It's going all right. Pretty busy at the moment, Christopher. But hey, that's what you do, isn't it? You just keep working, keeps you alive.
Yeah, it's good to stay busy, isn't it? We have to start with Quadrophenia. How did it all start? How did you get the part?
Well, it's a strange one. In my case, there was no part of Ferdy in the original film. Phil Daniels and I were close friends. We both went to the same drama establishment, that produced a lot of working class actors at that time, called Amsher's Children's Theatre. We started off as children, graduated. There was a big audition for people to be in Quadrophenia, different actors, and Phil Rodham and Pete Townsend came down to Anna's Theatre in Islington, where we did it. Well, Phil was away in Africa at the time doing another film, and Anna asked me would I just step in and help out in the improvisation. So Frank and Pete Townsend could see various people. My older brother, had a close friend when I was 8 or 9 called Errol, who was a mod. That was sort of in the mid-60s. And I remember whenever he came to our house, I'd run up because I was a kid of, young kid, see what's going on, and he'd just go to me, whoa, watch the cloth, Moff, don't come near me. He had his suit on. So I remembered that at the time when I was doing that in the improvisations. Frank Rodham said to me later on, he said, as the improvisations were going on, Pete Townsend leaned over to him and said, that kid there, the black kid, he really reminds me of a guy, Winston, the old days. And Frank said, really? We'll put him in the film. So that's how Ferdy came to be, and they wrote the part in. Happy days, we had a good time.
Yeah, and it's funny you say that it was added in, because I can't really imagine the film without Ferdy in it, to be honest.
Well, I suppose that's the way. Frank, is a great documentary director, and of course Pete Townsend and the Who wanted to do something completely different and wanted it to be documentary style. And what Frank thought was that he'd get all these kids together who were chosen, bike riding lessons, we'd do dancing lessons together. We were together for almost like a theatre show, almost a full month before we started filming, and all became a tight clique. You know what I mean? Why? As much as anything else.
Brilliant. And it must have been, it was such an exciting time, wasn't it?
Yeah, 78. Fantastic, and, we were driven round, we thought we'd arrived, cars took us everywhere, you know what I mean? We were in the movies, and had a really, really good time. And as I say, all of us became quite good friends still are, really. It's 40 years since he came out. Bill had that suit for nearly 41 years, and he donated it, and someone bought it for Pete Townsend actually bought it for £10,000.
Wow.
So, and then they raised £100,000 for Teenage Cancer Trust. We donated various things, everyone to sort of meet people as well. So,
But was that the suit that he wore at the nightclub?
It was at a restaurant, an Italian restaurant in Oxford Street, Mayfair area. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, but I mean the suit was that in the film in the nightclub?
The one he had made that he went to Brighton in sort of kind of a burgundy colour.
Yeah.
Red suit, that he had it made during the film at the tailor's, and he wears it to Brighton.
Yeah, I think I was thinking of that scene where he gets thrown off the balcony. Do you remember?
Yeah, I can't remember if he had it on in that. If that's what he had on in that scene or not. And then he comes to mention, I can't remember. He possibly did have that on in that scene, but I can't remember. I was one of the people that had to catch him.
Oh, was you? Yeah, you caught him then.
Yeah. Well, what they did was they put us in between stuntmen. Well, it wasn't him actually. It was a stuntman we had to catch. Phil didn't actually do the jump himself. It was a stuntman. So
yeah, it looked pretty real.
Anyway, yeah.
They did it well.
He's up there, and then it cuts, and then it cuts back. The magic of film, and he jumps. And we catch him, the stuntman, for real.
So, what do you think it is about Quadrophenia? I mean, as you said, it's actually 41 years, although it is the 40th anniversary.
It was actually made, but it came out in November 79, so it is 40 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
It came out.
But what do you think it is about it that all these years later, people still love the film, don't they?
Well, it's an interesting thing because, to me, and we just did a documentary for Sky TV, and I spoke on this. To me, well, it depends. People have people have different views, whether it's punk or teddy boys or whatever. But I like wearing nice clothes. In the early '60s, listening to that music, they got their own transport. Suddenly, kids were free of their parents; they could ride about on their scooters, and that was it, really freeing. And then people saw the film and thought, "Wow, we'd love to go back to that." So now I've seen mods. Small children who are 10, 11 years old. I was watching a young band, teenagers, mod band in Brighton last year, and there are still mods who are in their late 70s coming on to 80 who were there in the first place. So basically it's attracting young people still because people like that lifestyle, that classic soul music, and so on. I think that's why it endures and people are still getting into it. And of course the film, it's about that, but it's also an everyman story of a young guy coming of age.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely to do with fashion and the music and everything like that, isn't it?
Definitely. That's the kind of surface of it. But I think what Pete Townsend was getting at and what the script brings out in the deeper sense is just that confusion of youth and how you try and come to terms with the society that your parents have built that you're expected to live in, because we all have to in the end. I mean, I've got children, the son around now who is around the age of what Jimmy was, and he's coming to terms with it, that he can't just do what he wants to do. He's got to fit into the world and make a living and get his A-levels, otherwise he won't get his pocket money, and it's quite difficult to accept and have responsibilities. So, that's what youth cultures give kids, I think, that, opportunity to gives them the impression that they're still free and can do what they want, and then they have to knuckle down at some point, don't they, I suppose? I mean, it's terrible to say, but, we all have to do it.
I think the scene that sums that up, what you were just talking about, was when Jimmy sees Sting, as the bellboy, and then it really hits home to him.
That's it, exactly. Well, sorry, I wasn't even thinking of that, but I didn't need to say all that, because that's exactly what Mr. Townsend's writing about there. The bellboy, the ace face, as he is known, the number one mod, the most stylish guy, everyone looks up to him. He's got a job as a bellboy in a Brighton hotel. That exactly, and Jimmy can't believe that and has to come to terms with that, and he goes crazy and throws his bike off a cliff. But one of the things that I remember so clearly when we went to Brighton in 1978 to start the film, the Brighton bit is the first bit we did, was that mods were still, we thought we were doing a sort of a history piece. We made it in 1978 and it was set in 1964. But suddenly all these real mods had signed up to be the extras. And they all came from up north. Scarborough, Scooter Club, Bolton, Barnsley, I remember. All these different, and they were still doing it up there then, before the film came out. After the film came out, lots of other people got into it.
Great. Well, it's been lovely to talk to you, Trevor.
Oh, great.